Hello, BookTube.
Hi. So we're going to do another tag. We haven't done any tags in a while. Now we're going to do two days in a row. Today's tag is going to be the end of the year book tag. This is a tag everybody should do, I think. If you haven't, then consider doing it now. Now's a good time.
It is the time for it.
I've seen people do this two months ago. It makes no sense. But, I mean, we're going to do it now. It is December. It's close to the end of the year.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not doing this in October. That's kind of counterproductive, if you ask me. Okay.
Well, a little early.
Yep.
Try putting the Christmas decorations out in October.
Yeah, it has six prompts. They're easy prompts. And yeah, we're excited about doing it. We did it last year, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, you're gonna have to bring the prompts up.
Oh yeah, I will have to bring the prompts up.
Well, I didn't write them down because I'm lazy.
Okay, I'll look on Steve's video for the prompts. Steve Donahue. He did this a couple weeks ago. All right, this is created by Ariel Bissett a few years ago, and it's made the rounds for the last few years. It's probably been done, I don't know, hundreds of times.
Oh yeah,
more than likely. Okay. Are there any books you started this year that you need to finish? This is prompt 1. No, because when Becky starts a book, she finishes it.
Yeah, and if I don't finish it, there is a very good reason.
Yeah, that's true.
I very rarely DNF books, very rarely, because I feel bad.
Yeah. Becky does not DNF books very often. Every now and then, but it is extremely rare.
Yeah.
I remember once or twice she did this year, but that's about it, and she won't go back. So, okay.
What about you?
The ones I need to finish are Band of Brothers, which I am about a third of the way through this. I'll get through this weekend, hopefully. It's not a very long book, but it is a really good World War II book. World War II history of the 101st Airborne. Yep, 101st Airborne from Normandy to Hitler's Eagle's Nest. Excellent so far. I mean, excellent. So well researched. The interviews with the soldiers went wonderfully. Excellent book. Another one I need to finish that I'm working on right now is Outlander. I am halfway through Outlander, and I'll have it done in the next few days. Loving it. It's the first Outlander novel, and I am enjoying it.
Good.
Immensely. It is 850 pages, so it's taken me a little time, but yeah, I'm reading about 80 to 90 pages a day, something like that.
It's a solid brick.
Yeah, it's big, but it is excellent. Easy to read. Yeah, I'm enjoying, looking forward to it at bedtime tonight. I'm looking forward to enjoying it around bedtime tonight when I go to bed and I start reading it. Yeah, loved it, or I'm loving it. So, yep, those are my two. So now we go to question number 2. Do you have an autumnal book to transition into the end of the year? No, for me.
No.
But you have a genre.
Yeah, I have it. Well, I have a genre. Yeah, I read when winter starts to head around. I start reading my Christmas romances because I like them, and they're so sweet, and they put me in the holiday spirit. Always have. So they make me happy, and they get me ready for the end of the year. So yeah, I have a genre.
Yeah, for me, I have nothing. I don't go back and reread books, around Christmas time or anything like that. A Christmas Carol would be one that I could probably go back to, but I don't. I have other stuff that I want to read. I'm just not a seasonal reader, not really a mood reader. I like to read what I set myself to read.
Yeah, for me, if I'm going to go for Christmas Carol, I actually just watch the movies.
Yeah. We love the George C. Scott version.
I love the George C. Scott version. The
She likes the Patrick Stewart version, which I hate.
The Muppets is just the best.
The Muppet Christmas Carol is awesome.
Yeah, you can't really beat the Muppets.
Yeah, it's excellent.
Anyway.
George C. Scott version's my favorite. The second would be the Muppet Christmas Carol, and I like the old Scrooge too from the 40s, I believe, or the late 30s. It's one or the other.
Yeah.
I like it a lot. Next question: is there a new release you're still waiting for? Yeah, go ahead.
I'm excited. I got 2 that I'm really waiting for. The first one's by Michelle Mills. It's called His Human Stalker. I actually spoke to the author.
You spoke to her?
Yeah, on Facebook. I can't remember what it was I asked her. But she told me a little bit about what the next book is going to be about, and I'm dying.
These authors of
Sounds
these
so
alien
good.
romance books are
They are
so
nice.
approachable.
They are.
Yeah.
They will sit and talk to you for ages, and I love it. I love this series.
Yeah, we found that out about Cozy Mysteries too.
Uh-huh.
When we did our Ellie Alexander interview, she was so nice and loved doing the interview.
Mm-hmm.
She was great to interview.
Wait, did I say Michelle Mills?
Yeah.
Wait. It wasn't Michelle Mills I spoke to. It was the next author. I'm sorry. It was Linnea Lee that I spoke to. And she's got a book called Captured by the Hunter, and it was that book, a book coming out in December, this month. I'm excited that she told me about, and I can't wait. Cannot wait. It's the Zarkan Warrior series. I said it, and I think this is book 8 or maybe 9. And not a single book has disappointed me yet.
Yeah, that's herbal tea, by the way. I'm not drinking coffee at 11 o'clock at night. It's 11:25 p.m.
Look, I got my next Christmas mug. Look at that. Don't you love it? Anyway.
Yep. Okay. Mine is a book called Brotherhood. It's coming out in May. It's a Star Wars novel. I don't think it's going to be a YA novel. I'm hoping not. I don't like YA Star Wars novels. People fawn all over Claudia Gray as a Star Wars novelist, and I don't. I think she's a good YA writer, but that's the thing. She's a YA writer, so the books are missing depth. These Star Wars books they're entertaining. They're entertaining. But I would rather have a James Luceno novel, or one of the old EU Star Wars novels by Barbara Hambly or somebody like that, than I would to have a Claudia Gray novel. And I know people just love her, and I don't understand. I don't get the YA thing in that. I don't know. I don't know why people love them so much, because they're lacking depth for the most part. Not every one of them, but the biggest part of them. They're not allowed to have depth.
Yeah, I get it.
Yep. All right. Next question. What are 3 books you want to read before the end of the year? You have yours. Go ahead.
Mine are they're alien romances. Like I said, I'm reading Christmas contemporary romances right now, and there are a handful of alien romances I really want to read before the end of the year. First one is called Wrecker by the author's name is Star Huntress, and I've had this on my TBR for ages. It's been on my Goodreads for several months, I think. But yeah, I want to read it. I think I'm going to like it. Just haven't bit the bullet yet. There's also Aliens Challenge by Nancy Cummings. I've never read any books by Nancy Cummings, but this series is actually a whole series of books situated on one planet. They're all set in one planet, but all the books are by different authors. So
You only got 2?
I'm looking forward to that. No, and the ones that I just mentioned, the Michelle Mills book and the Linnea Lee books, because they come out this month.
Okay,
And
cool.
they won't last the day
Yeah, right. I know they
when they're
won't.
published.
I know they won't. Okay, I've
Can't
got
wait.
3 books I want to read before the end of the year. They're all kind of schlock, and I'm cool with that. I love a good schlocky book. The first one is The UP Trail by Zane Grey. This is one of the Zane Grey books I have not read. My father-in-law bought me this for my birthday, and I love it. I love having these old paperbacks like this. These are the old pocket books. These are so cool. And I may have to reinforce it. Actually, I may just find an e-copy and read it and put this on my shelf because it looks great on my shelf.
My father loves buying him old vintage paperbacks and
Yep.
hardbacks. Cause
and I love it.
he gets the best reaction out of him.
Yeah.
He really does.
He got me a bunch of Louis L'Amour and Robert Heinlein last Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, I loved them, and they're on the shelf. The next one I'm going to get to is Steve Donahue recommends this book a lot. It's Jaws 2, believe it or not. It's by an author that he knew, Hank Searls. And it's a book I've been meaning to get to for a long time, but every time I started to get to it, I've gotten sick and we've had to get off of YouTube for a little while. So, yeah, Jaws 2, looking forward to that. He says it's better than the movie.
Is that
so
written
we'll
from
see.
the movie?
I don't think so. No, he said there are a lot of things that are different.
Okay.
And the third one is Shalako by Louis L'Amour. Like I said, pretty schlocky stuff. I love Louis L'Amour, though. Becky bought me this book. This is one of the ones I was missing. I'm not missing too many. Maybe 15 books by Louis L'Amour that I'm missing or something like that. And this
That's
was
a
one
handful.
of those. This was one of those.
A schlocky
And I'm
Shalako.
looking forward to that. So
Like it.
that is what I'm going to try to finish before the end of the year.
All right, number 5.
Is there a book you think could still shock you and become your favorite book of the year?
No.
No, I don't think so.
It all revolves around the shock.
you just saw what I'm reading
Yeah.
for the rest of the year. And I don't think Outlander is going to do it, and I don't think Band of Brothers is going to do it.
Somehow I don't think his Human Stalker is going to climb that.
It could.
It very well could. Any one of these very well could.
What
It's
would
possible.
be your favorite book of the year? Did you read Persuasion this
Why
year?
did you have to ask me that? No, it was last. Dude, I think my favorite book of the year, like I told him earlier, is probably the first book of the Ruby Dixon series because it really, really drew me into the
Ice
alien
Planet
romance genre.
Barbarians.
Yeah, the Ice Planet Barbarians series.
Let me see what I've read, and maybe I can come up with mine. I'm just going to add this. Well, there's one that could make it.
I've read like probably more than 200 books this year.
Yeah,
So I have
yeah,
no idea.
you probably have.
I don't think it was this. No, it wasn't this year I read Persuasion. It was last year.
Let me tell you, one book I loved this year was The Songs of Distant Earth by Arthur C. Clarke. loved that book. The Lathe of Heaven is another one that would be right up there with my favorite reads of the year by Ursula K. Le Guin. Let's see. The Sign of Four by Arthur Conan Doyle, the Sherlock Holmes. Loved it. Devil in a Blue Dress. Had a great time with that. The Bastard by John Jakes. I'm going to call Hyperion my favorite read of the year.
It was a good book.
Yep, we read that early in the year. And Bleeding Edge by Thomas Pynchon. Those two would be my two favorites of the year. Loved them.
I like it.
And The Killer Angels is right up there too. So those 3 books are going to be my 3 favorites.
Okay.
All right. Let me get to the other question. And this one's going to have a little bit longer answer.
Jeepers.
Have you already started making plans for 2022? Making reading plans? Yes, we have. You can go ahead.
Yeah,
first. My answer is going to be a little.
Well, we've been talking about doing read along and a readathon sort of thing in February, and
We have a readathon. No, we're doing
not
it in
readathon,
January.
not readathon.
We're doing a 24-hour
event.
readathon.
I'm talking about we're doing it the fantasy thing in
Maybe.
February.
Yeah, we haven't figured it out yet.
Maybe.
But we're also doing a readathon, 24-hour readathon, on January 7th and 8th. It starts on the 7th, and it goes into the 8th. So it starts at 10 p.m. on January 7th, goes to 10 p.m. on January 8th. And if you would like to be a part, let us know. We can hook you up with the Voxer group that we're a part of. That way we started.
Mm-hmm.
There's that. Another thing that I've done is I've made 2022 the year of big books for me. So I'm going to read quite a few big books. I've got some. As a matter of fact, I put up a poll on the YouTube page here, where you can go vote to tell me what books I should focus on, what books I should do focus videos on, or what author I should do focus videos on. Right now, as of this right now, Virginia Woolf and Dostoevsky are tied. So yeah, which I'm fine with either one of those. But I put up 5 different authors, and I want to read. And I'm going to end up reading from all of them, but I want to know which one to do focus videos and review videos on and things like that. So if you can go over there and vote, we'd appreciate that, or I would appreciate that, because this is mine. That's going to be cool.
Yeah, well.
And we are hoping, and then of course next November we're going to do New Worlds November again, but that is a long way off.
Probably going to be doing March Mystery Madness.
Yep, yeah, we're hoping to do March Mystery Madness. We hope we're invited, considering we didn't do the summer one.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I was sick, and we just couldn't make videos at that point. I tried, but yeah, that's about it. Those are the prompts. Those are our plans for 2022. Becky's gonna read probably 200 more books this coming year.
Probably.
I doubt I do. I'll be lucky to get in 50 books with all the big books I'm reading. Because I'm reading War and Peace, and I want to read the Three Musketeers and the Count of Monte Cristo.
You'll like the Count of Monte Cristo.
Yeah. Brothers Karamazov. Crime and Punishment, which, oh yeah, check this out. I just found this. I think I showed this a long time ago. But these are 2 of the volumes that I'm going to be reading this year. I've got this. Bought this Crime and Punishment with Steve Donahue right there. His name right there on the cover. He would be mad if I didn't point that out. So, Steve Donahue. He's got a blurb there on the cover. And this, which I am so excited about reading. This is a new translation of the Three Musketeers.
Speaking of Steve Donahue, that happens to be the copy that he squealed over.
Oh, this right
when
here.
When he got the...
yeah, that's right.
Yeah, when he got the...
that was the first...
Was it
that was the loudest I've heard
print?
him squeal about a book, was when he got this, when he opened this.
It's so pretty.
It is. And I cannot wait to read this. He's got, look at this, deckled edges. Big old book, but I'm reading this year. And I'm reading both of these this year. So excited.
I love D'Artagnan. His introduction in that book is funny.
Yeah, I look forward to it. All right, we're done, I guess. Or you got anything else?
No, it's just like wall-to-wall alien romances. It's great.
She'll get out of her alien romances sometime this year when she reads them all.
Yes, when I run out of
Kindle Unlimited alien romances.
Right? Yeah. when I run out of material, then I'll probably stop.
Yeah, we're gonna buy you that Ruby Dixon paperback that's at Walmart though.
It's so awesome.
Yeah,
Ruby
she's
Dixon.
at Walmart now.
Yeah, she got her books paperback published, and I'm so happy for her. It's just fantastic. Because it's a great series of books. I love them so much.
Yep.
And speaking of which, I have one of those to read too.
Oh, cool. Good. All right, we're done. We're actually leaving this time.
Your books are calling. Go read.